Welcome to Letting Go University. Today we are surrounded by the love of God, and always, and now, and forever, in eternity. This is lesson 264 of the Course in Miracles workbook. And I'd like to start with a quote from Dr. David R. Hawkins from his book, Transcending the Levels of Consciousness, The Stairway to Enlightenment. And this is, let's see, the last paragraph of chapter 22. The infinite nonlinear field of consciousness is not only omnipresent and omniscient, but also omnipotent. Within the overall field, that which one has become automatically gravitates to its concordant level within the overall field, much like a cork rises in water as a consequence of the interaction of the cork, gravity, and the density of the water. The spirit is uplifted as a consequence of the quality of that which it has become by the consent of its own free will. Compassion for the small self is an attribute of the capital S self. Thus, the last great resistance to be surrendered is the resistance to the ever-present love of God. So that ends the quote. Thus, the last great resistance to be surrendered is the resistance to the ever-present love of God, the compassion of the higher self for the lower self. So I am surrounded by the love of God. This lesson, I'd like to take the letting go session through resisting that love of God. Now, when we're talking about resistance in letting go, it's when you resist the love of God, which we tend to be doing all of the time. If it's the last great resistance to be surrendered, then we must be resisting quite a bit. And it must be a lot of resistance. So when I invite you to release the resistance to the love of God, first I'm going to invite you to really bring up that resistance. Now that will show up likely in thought forms. And that could be these concepts of sin, like, oh, I'm bad, I'm unworthy. That could even be anger with God. How could you do this, God? That could even be fear of God. Oh no, if God sees me, things aren't going to go well. It's going to be bad. There's all kinds of stuff that shows up as resistance to this ever-present love and compassion for yourself. The Course in Miracles says, and I believe it's true, that you are the Son of God. And this lesson says, Father, you stand before me and behind, beside me, in the place I see myself, and everywhere I go. So you're enveloped in this field of love. You are enveloped in God, and you are of Him. You are His Son. So we're going to bring up any resistance, any denial, any refusal of that truth. Why do we bring it up? To release it. Remember, this resistance is running all the time unconsciously. It's all the negative feelings, all of the ego programs, which simply would tell you, you are separate from God. You are not at one with God. And the ego even claims to be God, wants to be the dictator and the authority over the world in its vain opinions, imaginings, and thoughts. So as we release the resistance, you may be walloped by that love of God. It's quite beautiful when it happens. I love releasing on resistance to the love of God because the love of God is always there. We're resisting it, which says, oh, it must be there. Stay away, stay away. And as we release that resistance, we experience the reality of the ever-present love of God surrounding us, flowing through us, in us, as what we actually are. When we let go of the ego programs, the negative emotions that would attempt to do the impossible, to divide us from that love. So let's do some releasing. That's what's going on. It's okay. You want the resistance to come up. You want the negative feelings to come up, to release them so that you can clear the division. Let's begin. Lesson 264, I am surrounded by the love of God. The prayer of salvation. Father, you stand before me and behind me, beside me in the place I see myself, and everywhere I go. You are in all the things I look upon, the sounds I hear, and every hand that reaches for my own. In you, time disappears and place becomes a meaningless belief. For what surrounds your Son and keeps him safe is love itself. There is no source but this, and nothing is that does not share its holiness, that stands beyond your one creation, or without the love which holds all things within itself. Father, your Son is like yourself. We come to you in your own name today to be at peace within your everlasting love. And the lesson reads, my brothers, join with me in this today. This is salvation's prayer. Must we not join in what will save the world along with us? The ever-present love of God in you and all around you. You are surrounded by the love of God. God stands before you, behind you, beside you, and in the place you see yourself, and everywhere you go. Could you notice any resistance, any denial, any refusal of that love, ever present all around you and all throughout you? And it's okay. The ego's got lots of resistance. Could you just let whatever comes up? What would deny, refuse, resist the ever-present love of your Father surrounding you and in you? It might be guilt, fear, anger, pride. It could be anything that comes up for you. Because behind the thoughts of separation is an energy, a feeling. Could you ignore the thoughts, open up that feeling, let it be there in the presence of the love that you are and that your Father is? Just opening up that feeling. It's safe. It's okay to feel it. Could you really resist that love that surrounds you and runs through you? Bring it up to release it. Bring it up to let it go. Bring it up to surrender it to love. Could you open up, feel that feeling, really resist? There's love everywhere. Nope, 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 nope. And could you just allow that resistance, let it run, let it be there, experience the resistance to the love of God, that it might dissolve in that love. Really allowing yourself to feel, really resist this love that surrounds you all the time, everywhere. It fills you all the time, everywhere. Notice the feelings, the vain imaginings that would deny that. Could you go behind the thoughts, feel the feeling, let it run, let that resistance run, let it run out, let it dissolve in love. Nothing to make right or wrong of, just a feeling, just some resistance. Could you ignore the thoughts and really feel this feeling other than love? That would deny it, that would resist it. Could you feel it more? Let it run. Really resist the love of God, your Father, that surrounds you, his Son, that fills you, that's always with you. Could you really resist it? That's all fear. All fear is resistance to this love. All anger is resistance to this love. All desire is resistance to this love. Could you allow whatever is coming up? Bring it up. Bring it to love. Really resist the love of God that surrounds you. And could you release the resistance. Would you release the resistance to the love of God for you, everything about you, all that you are? When could you release, drop the resistance to the love of your Father for his Son? And there could be more. There usually is. Remember what was said? The last great resistance to be surrendered is the resistance to the love of God. What is the resistance to the love of God? All guilt, sin ideas, all grief, pain, and sadness and misery, all fear, worry, anxiety, all wanting and desiringness, all anger, all pride, all resisting the ever present love, denying it, attempting to be separate from it. You are surrounded by the love of God. It's with you, beside you, wherever you are. And could you allow up any resistance to the ever present love of God? Any negative feeling that comes up, it might show up as a thought. No, God's not with me. Okay. Feel that behind the thought. Oh, but maybe things won't work out for me. Maybe I still need to try and force things in the world. Okay, behind that thought. Could you feel the resistance to the love of God? Just feel it. Just feel it. Just feel it. Could you feel the resistance? Let it come up. Open up. Feel that feeling. More. More. You can't resist God's love enough. Consciously really resist it. Do you think you could ever keep this love away? It's okay. Feel this feeling. Really feel this feeling that would attempt to deny, refuse, or push away, resist the love of God. Could you let that resistance come up? Let it be just a feeling, ignoring the thoughts, bringing it to grace. By grace, you are released. Could you feel this feeling? Allow it, permit it. For to deny it, to fight it, claims it's real. Could you open up and allow that resistance up? Open up more, more, just feeling that feeling, experiencing it, really resisting the love of God. We're doing it all the time unconsciously. Could you just let it consciously come up? Any negative feeling behind any negative thought, could you just ignore the thoughts? Feel that feeling, allow the resistance to be there. Really resist the love that surrounds you all the time. It fills you all the time. Could you really feel that feeling that would attempt to deny that? And could you let it go? Would you let go of the resistance to the love of God you're surrounded by? When could you let go of the resistance to your Father with you always, as love which created you, always a part of you, always with you, always around you? How about now? Could you let go of some or all of that resistance now? And you might notice as you release this resistance, as you let it go, that you start feeling far lighter. Or it may still seem like there's a huge amount of that resistance. It's okay. Could you just be where you are in the love of God? And in that love, you can bring up any more resistance. You are surrounded by the love of God. Could it get better? Could you be more aware of? Could you even experience the love of God more? Oh, certainly. Could you allow yourself to bring up any resistance, anything that would cut you off from any of this infinite power of love for you, surrounding you, everywhere you are, everywhere you go, filling you, surrounding you, the love of God? And what's resistance to the love of God? Any worries, fears, terrors, any anger, any desiringness, any pride, any guilt, shame, all of this is resisting that love which knows none of that. Could you bring up whatever comes up for you? There might be thoughts about bad things you've done, things you're afraid of, things you're angry about. Could you ignore the thoughts and feel the feeling, the vibration? Could you let that resistance to love, the love of God, come up? Oh, it's been there. Could you allow it up? You're not bringing anything else new in. There's plenty there. Could you allow the resistance to come up and not fight the resistance? Not make wrong or bad of it. That claims it's real and keeps it stuck. Could you open up, let this feeling come up, really resist the love of God? It surrounds you, it fills you. If you would had no resistance, you would be experiencing the truth that you and your Father are one. Could you open up, allow this resistance, really let it up, feel that feeling? The thoughts pop up, just coming back to the feeling, opening up, allowing, enlightening. Could you just let this feeling meet the love of God in which it will dissolve because it is not real? Could you allow this feeling to come up, this resistance, this attempting the impossible to divide you from your Father? Can never be done, but it sure can be imagined from this feeling frequency. Could you allow this feeling up? Really resist the love of God. You can't resist it too much because the more you resist it consciously, the faster it runs out. Could you really feel this feeling? Opening up, allowing that resistance to come up and surrendering to divine grace, the love of God. Would you surrender, give up resisting the love of God, turn it over to divine grace? By grace, you are released. When could you surrender, give up resisting the love of God that surrounds you and be at one with that love? Now, there's usually more resistance, even if you're feeling amazing, even if you've touched on the enlightenment that you are, the love that you are. This love is always there. It's always okay to dig up more resistance, to bring more of it up and clear more and go even higher, become even more aware of the love of God ever present in your life and the life and the world of everything you see, everyone you know. And as you release the resistance to that, you'll be that in the world more and more. The light of the world, the love of the world, the salvation of the world. Could you continue anything that comes up, any fears today, any worries, any anger, resentment, any guilt, shame, all of that resisting the love of God? Oh, I've just got some resistance to the love of God that's here. Just allowing it up and surrendering it, experiencing it through letting it dissolve, surrendering it, and being consciously enveloped and being that love. Well done, releasing. You are surrounded by the love of God.